literally...
Yo, what is going on everyone? It is Trident here, back again with another CoD mobile video, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you the top 10 best guns and gunsmith setups for Season 12 Call of Duty Mobile. Yes, it's finally here. I've been working on it for so long because, they added so many gun balancing updates as far as buffs and nerfs, and they added a new gun, so it was hard making the video, but it's finally here, and I hope you do enjoy the video. So like the video if you enjoy. Subscribe if you're new. We are on the road to 10,000 subscribers. I know it's a big number, so subscribe if you're new. Let's get right into the video. Coming in at the number 10 spot with the Razorback. The Razorback probably got the biggest buff of Season 12, increasing recoil stability, lowering horizontal recoil, and increasing medium range damage attenuation distance. So what this means, it's going to be better for mid to long ranges, and unlike most other SMGs, you won't need a foregrip to hit those mid to long ranges. Instead, I would put on a red dot sight because the iron sight on this sucks, but definitely a 4-shot mid to long range SMG that you should use. It's very, very versatile, and I think it deserves a spot on this list. As promised, here's the loadout and the gunsmith setup. I'm going to keep these very short, so pause the video, take your screenshots, and now let's move on to number 9. The number 9 spot on this list goes to the BK57. The BK57 received a buff for bullets per accuracy and stability, and it is still a 4-shot AR, but I think it distinguishes itself from other ARs in the fact that you can still build a very, very high mobility build with this, and a large magazine while still keeping that low recoil. I mean, it has a little bit of recoil at longer ranges, but you can really build a very good AR for close range, and that's why I end up dropping a nuke with it in ranked. I think it's very underrated, and I think you should definitely try it out because the buffs made it so good this season. Again, here's the loadout and the gunsmith setup. Pause the video, take your screenshots, and now let's move on to number 8. The number 8 spot on this list proudly goes to the ICR-1. I would say it's the most versatile AR in the game right now, just because it has a very fast fire rate and has basically zero recoil across all ranges. That's why I included it higher than the BK57, because the BK57 does have some problems with recoil at those longer ranges, but this one has basically zero recoil. So definitely the most versatile AR, and just keep in mind it is a 4-shot AR, so that's why it's not higher on this list, but it's definitely the most versatile and the best 4-shot AR in the game right now. So definitely try it out. You already know. So here's the loadout from an overview and the gunsmith setup. Pause the video, take your screenshots, and now let's hop into the one and only honorable mention on this list. You'll see a lot of players using the Locust in respawn game modes like Domination, Hardpoint, and TDM, and this is because the Locust is the best sniper in the game right now. Simply put, it's very dominant at short to mid-range gunfights, just because of the attachment stopping power, which increases damage that you won't find on DLQ. That being said, I would say the DLQ is better at long-range gunfights like on maps such as High Rise, but overall, the Locust is the best sniper in the game. As promised, here's the loadout and the gunsmith setup for the Locust. Pause the video, take your screenshots, and here's the gunsmith setup for the DLQ. Now, let's hop into number 7. The number 7 spot goes to the QQ9. I know we are all disappointed, but QQ9 is no longer the best SMG at close range in the game. There is a better gun at close range, but this is better at those mid ranges than that other gun, so I would say it's definitely a good option still right now, especially with the 10mm 30-round mag, which increases damage. It's a new attachment. I think it came out last season or something, so definitely a good gun to use, but not as good as before, and that's why it makes it spot at number 7, but still really high mobility, very good build. Again, here's the loadout and the gunsmith setup. Pause the video, take your screenshots, and now let's hop into number 6. The number 6 spot on this list goes to the Man of War, which is the first 3-shot AR on this list. especially if you have the Cardinal skin, which released in the credit store last season for 10,000 credits. You won't have to spend an attachment on the iron sight, which sucks on the base model. Overall, this is just a beam at longer ranges, especially. At closer ranges, you know, it needs some work in its mobility, even with this amazing build I have for it. So that's why it's not the best 3-shot AR, but it's a beam and you should definitely use it. Again, here's the loadout from an overview and the gunsmith setup. Pause the video, take your screenshots, and now let's hop into number 5. The number 5 spot on this list is a tie between the Cordite and the RUS. The Cordite received a buff this season for bullet spread accuracy, making it better at those mid ranges, while the RUS has always been, you know, very versatile and good at close range. I would say the RUS is better at close range for like jump shotting and drop shotting and mobility overall, while the Cordite is better for longer ranges and holding down corners. But overall, these are like the top of the line SMGs in the game right now for versatility wise. So definitely you definitely have a class with these already, at least the RUS. You know, these are definitely the best SMGs versatility wise. As promised, here's the loadout and the gunsmith setup of the Cordite. Pause the video, take your screenshots. And here's the loadout and gunsmith setup of the RUS. Pause the video, take your screenshots again. Now let's hop into number 4. The number 4 spot on this list is a tie between the DRH and the ASM-10, which are both 3-shot kills with the right attachments. Now, I would say the DRH is better for mobility wise, jump shotting, drop shotting. I would say it's the best AR to drop shot with. It's so easy to drop shot with this, and it's consistent, but it's not really good at super long ranges, unlike the ASM-10. But the ASM-10 just dominates at long ranges, and at close ranges the ASM-10 has really good hip fire accuracy. So I would say probably the ASM-10 is a little bit better than DRH, but the DRH is better for mobility and just like turning on people when they're behind you. But overall, I would say that ASM-10 is a tiny bit better for those long ranges, and just overall, just two very broken 3-shot kill ARs right now. Again, here's the gunsmith setup and the loadout for the ASM-10. Pause the video, take your screenshots. And here's the gunsmith setup and the loadout for the DRH. Pause the video, take your screenshots again. And now, let's hop into number 3. The number 3 spot on this list goes to the Chopper. The Chopper is by far the best LMG right now, just because it has a very big magazine, it has high mobility, it has almost zero recoil, and it has a very fast fire rate, making it amazing for spawn trapping, and it's a very good at those longer ranges, especially due to the fact that you don't have to fully ADS with this. With the heavy handle, you can see more of your screen, and you know, you still have that pretty good ADS speed with it as well. So you know, this thing is completely broken for spawn trapping, especially in maps like high rise and in firing range. This thing is broken, and it's definitely going to get nerfed soon, so definitely use it. So here's the loadout and the gunsmith setup. Pause the video, take your screenshots, and now let's hop into number 2. The number 2 spot on this list goes to the Fennec. The Fennec in its base model comes as a single SMG with the fastest fire rate out of any SMG in the game right now, and it doesn't really have that good range, so that's why you won't see many people using the single Fennec. Instead, everyone uses the Akimbo Fennec. The Akimbo Fennec is the most broken thing as far as close range gunfights comes in the game right now. Shotguns got nerfed. You know, this thing kills faster than the axe even swings. So if CoD Mobile doesn't nerf this by, you know, season 13, then people are just going to be stop playing CoD Mobile, because this thing is way too OP. It shouldn't exist. There shouldn't be Akimbo Fennecs. Maybe Akimbo MSMCs, but not Akimbo Fennecs. Like, this is way too broken as far as close range gunfights go. Don't use these, please. If you want to use the single Fennec, here's the loadout and the gunsmith setup for it. And if you want to use the Akimbo Fennec, here's the loadout and the gunsmith setup for it. Now, without further ado, let's hop into number 1. The best and most broken gun in CoD Mobile right now is the HVK-30. The HVK-30 is a beam. With a large caliber magazine, it is a 3-shot kill with a very fast fire rate and basically zero recoil. You don't need to put on a foregrip on this, which is surprising for a number 1 gun. you know, this thing doesn't, it's so good, it's so versatile. While the HVK does lose to the Fennec at close range gunfights, this thing is so versatile. It's more versatile than the chopper, but the one downside to it is it does run out of ammo really fast, so you have to reload because it only has a 25 round mag, but this thing shreds. And finally, here's the gunsmith setup for the HVK. This thing is so broken. Use it while you can before it gets nerfed. Alright, you made it to the end of the video. Hope you did enjoy. If you made this far, comment Potato 2021 in the comments. I just want to see who really made it this far. I know it's a long video, so I want to see. But yeah, hope you did enjoy the video. I worked really hard on this one, so if you could drop a like, subscribe for new. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. I can't believe I'm saying that, man. Thank you so much for 5,000, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.